Alrighty, as promised earlier today, this is the Hitokiri video, and if I think she is meta, and do I think she is viable? Now, first off, I want to say Happy Easter to everybody that does celebrate it. My family celebrates it, I don't, but Happy Easter to y'all that do celebrate it. I hope y'all have a lot of fun times with your family, possibly gain 20 pounds from eating, and all that good shit. And yeah, y'all are going to be seeing this little guy here on stream now. I bought a no face lamp, so yeah. But now to the meat and the potatoes of the video. This is a little collab video with DafallenCr0w, and I'll have his clip jump in here in just a minute or two. And we're gonna be talking about Hito. Now, for those of you that do not know, Hito was butchered, absolutely fucking butchered, come the Scent rework about a year and a half ago. And there's a theory that a lot of people, and I kind of believe this theory, that she was just nerfed because of the Scent rework, because she could go toe to toe with Scent at the time before Scent's rework. That's a theory that was floating around, and it ends up being a quite believable one, because all the characters with hyper armor at the time got nerfed around Scent. So that's just a big ass coincidence right there. But first impressions of me thinking of Hito is viable. I do. I think she is going to be viable, but only in a niche scenario. But however, I have not played Hitokiri that much, and I know a lot of y'all want to know where I learned Hitokiri from, and that was from Crow. And so I'm gonna let him speak on Hitokiri right here.
Daniel with Hitokiri. I feel like Hitokiri right now in the test ground, from my perspective, just my humble opinion. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Whether y'all think it's bad, worse, good, trash, dog shit, whatever. But brutally honest opinion. So far, Hitokiri, I feel like she might be she might be low S. I don't think she's a meta pick so far because she don't got a reliable roll catcher on code with a dash here, because you can just run away from that shit. But at the same time, you can say the same thing about BP. The BP don't got a reliable roll catcher, but he's a part of the meta too. But other than that, I feel like Hitokiri is a really solid A tier character. Because, for example, you got just think about Griffin. Griffin right now is the casual pick to be annoying. You see how Griffin, like, most of the problem for Griffin, as you guys already see, is the kick. So you got Hitokiri with a kick. Granted, don't quote me to that where y'all go like, oh, you can't just put Hitokiri and Griffin in the same scenario, going like, oh, y'all, they both got kicks, they both the same thing. They kind of are in a sense. Because since the fact is, Hitokiri, she got, like, I want to say, she got a little bit more options. Griffin just objectively better because he got a neutral shove. Hitokiri does not have a neutral shove on that one. Now, on that one, when I usually play Hitokiri back then, I still play here and there, but not in the current meta right now. All these characters running around like Warmonger, Griffin, and BP being more picked in than Warlord, you know, that stuff. But what I used to do what I used to do with Hitokiri was, like, I do it like, for example, with heavy, with light, and get in my mix that way, so that way I can avoid my light period or avoid my heavy period. Similar to Musha, where you with your light, with your heavy to start your soft fade or daily fade chain. But the option of her having a side dodge, her side dodge leads to a kick, is also a real good option. That on code just like Griffin. Side dodge leads to a kick, make you play to a mix up. Either you're gonna get hit with the kick and get hit with 20. I think what it is, 22 damage for Hitokiri, if I'm not mistaken. 24 damage for Hitokiri compared to Griffin's 28, and it can scale up to 32 because of Winner's Advantage. Or Fury, it can scale to like 45-ish, 47-ish. That's about it on that one. And then you got the sweep. I like the sweep chain. The sweep is a real good chain, but I feel like maybe a little bit strong, a little bit there, but it will give her the same treatment as Scent, where, you know, you build it up to lead something better. Because, you know, why it would make sense to start up a chain charge attack. Yeah, a charge attack and then doing less damage than your normal attack. That makes no sense. So now it makes people more option for Hitokiri at that point in time. Instead of just being a neutral kick, it's gonna be I'm trying to avoid saying too many times. It's gonna be, you can do charge kick, delay kick, or you can just do neutral kick for that one, or you can do just sweep. See, you got more options on that one too. Instead of you just getting hit with just a neutral heavy, you can get hit with kick heavy now. So that's a good chain for it too. And hand slice getting taken away, we can skip over that because it's too much. It would be too much for Hitokiri to have in hand slice. It would be a good chain for her to have hand slice, but I'm pretty sure people would be annoyed with that. But you know, people get annoyed by anything nowadays. Neutral hyper armor on her heavies Everybody complaining about the 400 ms hyper armor or heavy on rail and cold. That's the term for it. Everybody know the term. I think it's a good change that they took that away. I hate they did it away, but they could at least kept having 500 ms hyper armor, for example. But we can't be much done right there. I wish it had it back, but it's whatever. But so far, her sweep leaving to a heavy is good. Her keeping her actual mix up to make her get more options instead of just being a kick spam and Hitokiri, which everybody already know Hitokiri will kick you to death or kick garbage to death. That's a good change too. And hyper on her like charge heavy is also good, and her sweep linking to something is also good. Zone linking to something good. I think her zone might be a little faster, but I think it's fine right now. But dash heavy linking into kick is also good also. And I think that's about it for what I feel like Hitokiri is. I just want to consider A, because they just gave her a little more options to help her out. But that's about it right there.
Alrighty, thank you, Crow. And don't forget to check out his channel. I will put that in the description. He streams about as much as I do every day, and is currently about to get Valken Berserker to Rep 70. So, yeah. That's his thoughts and opinions on Hitokiri, and I'm kind of in the same boat. Now, I know a lot of other YouTubers have been going around saying that Hitokiri is an S-tier duelist. I don't think she's an S-tier duelist. I think she's viable now. Don't get me wrong, I think she's viable now, but she ain't S-tier. She's got a lot of options now, and she can get into her mix-up. However, she does have the issue to where she can still be lighted out of her kick. And people who know how to fight a Hito, like know the Hito's weaknesses, they can bait that out and light her out of it, but the Hito in turn can also parry. And one thing I've noticed too with fighting other Hitos is, you'll see like this one, a tuna fish Hito. A lot of fucking Kenseis are gonna go play Hito because look right here, that's all they do is fucking side dodge heavy. And the fact that that side dodge heavy can move into the kick too, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love that. I love her rework to death, and it's a step in the right direction. She is up there now in terms of being able to compete. However, of course, characters like BP, Warlord, and Griffin, and Warden, they will still absolutely fucking destroy her if we look at just technicality, and we take the skill of the player out of the question. She still can't really compete with a bunch of meta heroes, but she can't fully destroy them, but she can at least compete. She can hold her own. And that's what I like about it now, is that when you're playing Hito, you can hold your own, you have the side dodge, and you are essentially able to dance around people almost like a Tiandi, and it'll allow you to switch up your kicks every now and then. However, if you have an easy time fighting Hito, you're still going to have an easy time fighting her, because a lot of Hitos are just going to default to the same pattern of just letting the kicks fly. Me personally, I will sit there all damn day and eat every damn kick. I will sit there. I ain't going to dodge. I ain't going to risk it. I'll just sit there. That's the same with Griffin. I'll just sit there. But in turn, her mix-up is strong. If you don't know how to fight her, it is strong. Believe me, it's strong. But she is not S in my opinion at all. I would put her at her between high B and high A, depending upon the scenario and depending upon the matchup. All in all, if I had to put a middle ground, it would be A. I would put her at A tier, because she has her hyper armor on her infinite chain, and that does catch people. That will catch people who try to light you out of stuff. And it's just overall it's good. And like Crow said earlier, she does have problems tracking rolls. That's always been a problem with her dodge heavy. It's her forward dodge heavy. It's always been a problem. And her zone being faster, it's nice. I like that a lot. It's nice. I never really had it parried that much before these testing grounds, but a lot of people must have. So hey, faster zone for me, good for me. And the fact that zone can go into a kick too, oh yeah baby, we gonna be kicking the shit out of people with our fucking Gucci flip-flops. But yeah, I like here's the thing though. When I think about her being A tier and viable, we made her work and into the fray, and I haven't been able to scrim yet with FOS. I know some of my team has, to my knowledge, and if they haven't, then we can't really test if she's truly tournament viable. But I would say off of first impressions right now, off of just fighting everybody, she is viable. She is viable just because she has a lot more to work with, and that's what she needed. She needed a lot more to work with, because old Hito was either going to do one of two things. She was either going to kick you to death, or she was going to faint in the guard break. Every damn time. You'd have the occasional Hitos that would faint the unblockable in the guard break, but That's all old Hito would be able to do. Now she has a lot more options and a lot more ways she can pressure you with the mix-up. And it's a guessing game. That's what it is with her kick. It's a guessing game. Personally, me, I would just sit there and eat every kick because she has so many options. I wouldn't play into it that much. And I'd say just sitting there helps you avoid it. Now, also another thing that I love to death is that the sweep guarantees a heavy and it can go right back into the kick. Oh, I love that to death, and y'all see it on screen. I'll be dancing around people with this fucking hero now, though, bro. She's in a good spot. She is in a good spot. That's where I think she's at. I think she's in a pretty decent spot and a good spot. The only thing I would fix is the tracking on her forward dodge heavy so that it actually catches rolls like it's supposed to. It doesn't reliably work. Sometimes you go halfway across the map like a Valiant Breakthrough or a Warlord Zone, while other times you just go 2 feet. So, yeah. That's my thoughts and opinions on her. For 4s, at least, and in terms of duels, she has the mix-up to compete. She just needs to get in it, and that's the thing with her. If somebody has a neutral bash, though, they're gonna destroy Hito. But if Hito can get into her little bash mix-up, her little kick mix-up, then that's where she shines. That's where she's always shined, is in that little mix-up of hers. Also, here's the thing with her. People want her to have enhanced lights, and I personally think the enhanced lights would be a bit too strong on her. Just me personally, because she already has so many options now. We don't want another fucking Griffin running around. We don't. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't want another fucking Griffin running around. And I'm glad to see that more samurai characters and other characters in the cast are now finally coming up some tiers to be able to compete, because believe me, the power creep between the whole fucking cast, between the knights and all the other factions, was so fucking strong, it would make you believe that Jimmy Hoffa or Tupac was still alive. And the enhanced lights, she doesn't need them. She already has too many options. And she has hyper armor on that final light. It's weird. I don't know why she has hyper armor on the final light. It's just weird. I've never found myself using it at all that much, to be honest. So yeah, that is my overall thoughts and opinions. Just a quick wrap up. I think she is viable. I think she is going to be tourney viable and meta, however, only in a niche scenario. I can see her being used to gank because her kick does guarantee a top heavy from a teammate. That can work, but however, like she said, she needs to get into her mix-up compared to where somebody like BP, Warlord, or Griffin, they can just do a neutral bash and get into it no problem, while Hito has to land an attack. So, yeah. That's my thoughts and opinions on her. Final judgment, I would say she is right around A tier, high B, high A, depending upon the people you ask. Same thing for duels, I think she's at A, just because she has her kick mix up. It's a guessing game, and if you get into it, it's gonna shine. So yeah, happy Easter though to everybody that celebrates it. Subscribe to Become a Seal Baby. I hope you all enjoy it, and don't forget, I'm adding a new playlist now into the channel where these types of videos are going to be, or any type of fraud or discussion video or balanced discussion video is going to be, so that people can go find them without having to look through all my fucking live streams. Because believe me, I know that's annoying, and I will get a live stream playlist together, and that's going to take a long fucking time, but it'll make the clutter a lot less. So yeah, subscribe to Become a Seal Baby. Hope all enjoyed. Have a happy Easter, and I'll see y'all in the next one.